What's going on YouTube? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 18 Sin Cara. Finally glad I have a Sin Cara figure. The box is a little scraped up, but that's the way I found it. I actually stumbled upon him at Kmart, your one-stop shop for the all WWE merchandise. On the side we have a nice picture of Sin Cara here. On the back we have that same picture and his read-up. Name Sin Cara, height 6'7", 180 pounds, from Mexico City, Mexico. Already a sensation in his native Mexico, Sin Cara emerged on the worldwide stage with his debut with WWE in 2011, hailing from a family step in the Lucha Libre tradition with the masked Sin Cara, whose name literally means without a face, brought his high-flying acrobatics to a whole new audience. He also brought controversy with him, as the second Sin Cara soon appeared several weeks after second Sin Cara soon appeared, After several tense weeks, the two doppelgangers met in the ring, with the real Sin Cara unmasking the imposter. Of course, we all know that's when Booker T gave Hunico the name Sin Cara Negro. And on the back, we also have other figures in this Elite series. We have Rey Mysterio, Brodus Clay, Wade Barrett, American Badass Undertaker, and Jerry Lawler, who's the first time he's in the line. So what I'm going to do is take a small break, get him open up, and we'll see what he's all about. And so here we have the high-flying Sin Cara out of packaging. Now, before I go on to the review, I'd like to apologize if you hear a whistling sound in the background. That is because it's really windy outside, and I have no control over the weather, so I apologize for that. But anyway, here we have Sin Cara out of packaging. He only comes with one accessory, and it's his coat that he's wearing. But really nice detail on the coat. If we can get him standing up straight, we can go on to some of the detailing on the coat. You can see it has a really nice symbols on it. I think those are the same symbols he has, or similar symbols he has on his tights. I might be mistaken. Oh, but he has nothing on the back. I've never seen the back of Sin Cara's vest, so I have no idea if that's accurate or if Mattel forgot to paint them in. But anyway, the coat is removable. It has two tabs right here. And what you do is just slide this off. Yeah, I hate this. They should have just given us a soft goods vest. It would make this a lot easier to get off. Oh well, but it's off, and let me just show you the tabs before. As you can see, it just tabs in nicely, and it's a good fit on Sin Cara. It's probably made specifically for Sin Cara, so why wouldn't it fit him properly? It also has that little collar. Well, not little collar, that huge collar that he wears. But anyway, here we have Sin Cara fully decked out in his white and gold attire. This is one of my favorite Sin Cara gears. He debuted with blue and gold, but he first used this at his first pay-per-view, and it's really reminiscent of his Mystico gear. Now, before we go on to some of his details, I'd like to show size comparison. And so here we have Sheamus for size comparison. As you can see, Sin Cara is a much smaller figure. That is to be expected. Sheamus is, of course, billed at 6'4". I highly doubt that he's actually 6'4", because that's how big Triple H is said to be. So one of them is obviously lying. But, like I said, really nice size comparison. And I think Sin Cara is a tad smaller, but, as long as there's size differences, I'm okay with it. Let's move Sheamus off screen so we can go on to some of Sin Cara's detail. Because Sin Cara is chock full of detail, and look at that mask first of all. You can see all the little intricate details, all the gold, silver, and black mixed into it. There's the phoenix on the back. And then on the side you have that nicely gold armband, followed by his wrist guards, and again the Sin Cara symbol. I'm going to take a moment to try to show you it on the inside of his arm. Not sure if you can see that, but they actually painted in the ties that hold his cuffs together, so that's that's a nice detail on Mattel's part. Really nice detail. Oh, I forgot to show off his tights. Oh, I'm sorry. It is laced with a gold trim and the gold and black symbols. And it's white throughout his main gear. Now this isn't my favorite Sin Cara gear. My favorite one is red. And of course that Sin Cara is a Toys R Us exclusive and I haven't found it yet, but let's go on to some of his articulation. He has a standard ball jointed head. He can look up and down. Swivels at the neck. His arms on a ball joint go out. Do a full 360. He spins at the bicep, bends at the elbow, single joint, and he bends and spins at the wrist. Although the wrist bend seems a little hindered because of how small his hands are. But being an elite scale figure, he does have ab articulation. Waist swivels. Legs go forward and back. They go out. They bend at the knee. Double joint. They spin at the thigh. Spins at the boot. He has an ankle joint, which is, again, really tight. It's really... All these figures have tight ankles, and I'm really glad for that. But at the same time, it makes me weary of moving their ankles, because I might break them. But he also has a pivot in the ankle. So that's Sin Cara in a nutshell. What I'm going to do is take a small break and wrap up this review with my final thoughts. So here we have Sin Cara posed for my final thoughts, and I absolutely love this figure. I did miss out on the first Elite Sin Cara figure. You know, I went into Walmart, say I'd pick him up, and what do you know, the day I finally wanted to pick him up, he was gone. But you know what, I actually like his white attire better than I do his blue. I found this Sin Cara at Kmart, like I said. Kmart is having a sale right now. Not sure when this video is going to go up, but picked them up for $11. $11 for an Elite figure. That's how much Walmart charges for a basic figure. You know, Kmart is probably the best place to pick up WWE figures. If you can find Sin Cara and you actually like him, I highly recommend you pick him up. I know a lot of people call him Sin Botcha because he botches a lot. Half of it isn't his fault. But like I said, if you can find him, I highly recommend you pick up Sin Cara. And this is King of Dragons 5000 saying, I'll see you later. Take care, YouTube.